I am really late to this trend. And I've been wanting to try it, and for whatever reason, I just never did. But today, I'm changing that because I'm going to make the viral crack burger that has been going crazy all over the internet for almost a year now. Can you believe it? Almost a year. And like I said, I really have been wanting to try this, and for just whatever reason, I never have. Well, I'm changing that. Today, I'm going to try this viral crack burger and see if it's as good as everybody says it is. We'll find out. So I say we go ahead and kick things off and go on and fire up that Blackstone and get that thing heating up. We have a little bit of prep to do, a little bit. Then we're going to get to cooking. Now, before we go any further, I just want to let you know that this cook didn't go quite like I expected it to. So I'm going to put it out there anyhow just to show you that not every cook goes perfect according to plan, but you can still make something good out of it. Now, one of the most important things about this cook, I think, is the bacon. I debated on frying up the bacon myself or just going out and get bacon bits, which you can do, but I think it's better just to use this. And I'm going to use this whole pack. But you can go ahead and fry this up if you want to, and then come in here and crumble it. And I've seen a lot of people do that. I personally prefer to go ahead and cut it up and just let it cook like this. There we go. It is all sliced up. Now, we got a few more things to do. So let's move our bacon here out of the way for right now. Grab us up some bowls. Because we have shredded some cheese, y'all. I have the old-timey finger getter shredder here. And I have a block of sharp cheddar cheese. They said to use sharp. So that's what I'm going to use. I have an 8-ounce block here that I'm going to attempt to open. And we are just going to take and just shred it into a bowl. There, that's roughly about half that block. So maybe 4 ounces of cheese right there that we'll use. Now, cheddar cheese, I want some Colby Jack cheese on top. And I didn't have any sliced Colby Jack, but I did have a block of Colby Jack. So I'm going to shred some of that and we're going to put that on top of this burger. That should be enough right there. So now we have our Colby Jack, our cheddar, and our bacon is cut up. Right now, that's all the prep. We need to start cooking that bacon. So let's go to the griddle. Come on. Well, I'm seeing that white smoking. You know what that means. It's time to put some groceries on the griddle. Let's get this bacon going. Don't you just love the sound of that sizzle? I mean, listen to that. Yeah, that's how you know it's going to be good. Now I just come in here and start mixing things up. And as you've seen on a previous video, if you watch my other videos, you'll see that this bacon will start cooking apart and breaking up. Just turning out perfect every time. And you know, if you're starting your cook off with a bunch of bacon, you're starting your cook right. Yeah, that looks good. It smells so good out here right now too. And I really do think this is a better option than using the bacon bits. Nothing wrong with bacon bits. I mean, they're good. But cooking up your own bacon, I don't think it can be beat. And just like that, this bacon is done. I mean, look how beautiful this bacon right here turned out, y'all. Looks good, don't it? So, grab you up a plate with a paper towel. Let's get this bacon up. There we go. Now let's go over here and do some things. Come on. And so now that the bacon is done, like I say, if you want to use bacon bits, it would have made that step a lot quicker because you wouldn't have to cook the bacon, but I don't think it'd be as good. But the bacon's done. So let's move this over here out of the way because we got to get to mixing the crack burger. I have here roughly about a pound of 80/20 ground beef. And to that, we're going to add a bunch of this cheese. I'm going to go ahead and add a whole bunch in there. I don't really remember the amounts, so I'm just winging it, I have some ranch seasoning here. I'm going to go ahead and dump in one whole pack of it because it's ranch. It's like bacon, you know, ranch and bacon, two things. I don't care where you're from, but if you go to the South, ranch and bacon are very important. So let's add that in there. But speaking of bacon, Let's add a bunch of that in there too. Now I'm not gonna add all of it because I think I'm gonna save some of it for, topping on the burger. Probably should have saved some, just cooked them whole and put them on there, but it's okay either way. So there we go. We'll add that. I think that's it. So now we just mix. Get this all mixed up together. Oh no, it's not it. There's one more thing. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. A sour cream. I knew something wasn't right. Knew it wasn't right. Supposed to have 3 teaspoons of sour cream. And I know that's more than a teaspoon, but we're just gonna put a bunch in there. How's that? Now we can get to mixing. I knew something wasn't right. And then from here, now it's all kind of mixed up and messy. Y'all, I'm not a big sour cream fan, so I'm really hoping this turns out good. I really do. Let's go ahead and just form us up some balls, hamburger balls here. It is sticky. I give it that. It's really sticky. We'll just make some of these up. I don't know how big these are. There we go. Let me take these nasty gloves off and we'll head over to the grill and start cooking these things. Come on. All right, so I done took my gloves off, so I'm gonna use some tongs. And these work to put them on the griddle. Let's get them right here. And just kind of space them out a little bit, give them room to smash out. Now, I did turn the griddle up to about a medium on this one. You can get it searing hot if you want to, but I don't want to make a true smash burger, but I do want that sear on there. And normally, I would take and just kind of turn these burgers over once they got a little sear on one side and smash them. And as much as in these burgers, I'm afraid it's going to stick either way. So I'm going to use some parchment paper on this and smash them on down. Oh yeah, love hearing that sizzle. Look how big that burger turned out. I might have went too big with them. Wow. Come on, yeah, see how it's sticking even to the parchment paper? That's okay, we're gonna make it work. I won't smash this one down quite as much. We'll just leave a little bit to it there, a little thickness to it. Yeah, I think that's working better, is not to smash it down as thin as a regular smash burger would be, like this here. So just give it a little light smash. Make them as thick as you want. Yeah, that's working a lot better. You know, that's kind of the fun of the griddle cooking, is you kind of learn as you go. Like I said, I've never made these burgers. It's the very first time. Seen other videos, seen how other people do it, but hey, sometimes you just learn as you go on your own. But I'm gonna tell you right now, whether I made a mistake or not, it smells amazing out here. I tell you, you can see all that cheese and that bacon. Oh, it's kind of weird because I feel like I should be seasoning these burgers, but they're already full of flavor, I think. Well, and just like that, it's time to flip. So I broke out the big boy. I broke out this wide burger spatula right here. And let's go ahead, see if we can't flip this thing. Uh-oh, they're falling apart. Uh-oh. Let's see if we can do better on this one. That's a little better. There we go. So apparently these things are easy to fall apart, so be careful. Yeah, that one's not turning out so well. Uh-oh, uh-oh. We might have to patch them together, y'all. So yeah, this ain't turning out nowhere near like I wanted to, but that's okay. We're gonna do something here. We're gonna grab up our cheese, because cheese is like glue. So we're gonna try to glue these back together and make the best out of what we got. My single over here, the one I really mashed down, it just didn't do good. So yeah, we're just gonna take this cheese, put on top here. We're gonna make it work. We're gonna make this work. Okay, so we're gonna let the cheese do its thing, but we need to toast these buns. I ain't giving up on this yet. So I'm gonna throw down a little tab of butter right there. I'm gonna move this monstrosity of a mess kind of back over here. Hey, nothing else, I'll just get some chips and dip into that. We'll see how that is. Get some butter going here. Because you know you want your toasty buns. Let's get our buns toasting over here. And y'all, it won't be just a minute. We're going to try to take these things up and build them and see how they are. And even though they kind of came apart on me, didn't do all that well, I think we got them salvaged. I think we did okay. Well, except for that one, but that's okay. That's okay. We got 4 of them going here. So let's check on our toasty buns. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. So we'll just take these and put them right over here. Look at that. Yes, sir. That's what we want right there. Now, we got to try to get these burgers off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a cutting board here and put the buns back on the cutting board like this. And we're going to attempt to take these things up. I say we, I am. We're going to see how this works. It's okay. It's okay. Whoop, 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 whoop. That's all right. We're going to get it on there. Look at that. Yep. Kind of made a burger, didn't it? Look at there. Let's see about this one. Ah, more like a sloppy Joe crack burger. The cheese is sticking to my spatula. That's the other issue I'm having here. See, that one did a lot better. Y'all, it's a mess, but we're going to go over here and try to do something with it. Come on. Y'all, they didn't turn out the best, but we're going to salvage these things. We're going to kind of get some of this burger, put it back on top right here, press it down, because at the end of the day, I don't think it's going to change the taste just because it's ugly. Although pretty food does taste better. But, speaking of tasting better, let's put on a little bit of bacon on top here. Yeah. Bacon will always make it better. And now, burger sauce. I love this Downtown Flavortown secret sauce. Oh, it's so good. So I'm going to put some on these buns back here, like this. And then we are just going to top these off. Try to pretty them up a little bit. I mean, got some fried cheese right there, a little too done. We'll get rid of that. But anyhow, I'm going to pretty these things up and show you up close, and I'm going to try one out and see how they taste. Personally, I mean, I ain't mad at them. They didn't turn out exactly like I want them to, but I still believe it's going to be pretty dang good. I say we pick one up and try it out. Well, honestly, not too bad. They don't look too bad. So let's push this one down right here, pick it up, and see if it tastes pretty good. Wow. Like I said earlier, I'm not a big sour cream fan, but that right there, I think I should have put more ranch dressing in it, in my opinion. Overall, it's really, really good. Really good. I think next time, instead of mashing them down on the griddle, I go ahead and just foam them and put them on the griddle and let them cook that way. Maybe they'll flip easier or cook better. I don't know. There will be a next time. If you got any hints, tips, tricks, whatever. So, I mean, I'm also putting this video out to show you that, hey, not every cook goes perfect, but you can still salvage it and maybe have something decent afterwards. So there's that. Either way, these are delicious. Whether they look good or not, they are really, really good. Try these out. I see why they went viral. I'm going to let the kids try these out real quick. If you liked the video, thumbs up. If you didn't, thumbs down twice. I'm going to go inside, and we'll see you next time.